Hey guys, question and answer time here with Pastor Jim in sunny Kunsan in South Korea, pastor of the Haven Baptist Church, and the host here for Your Questions Answered. Do me a favor, will you? Would you go ahead and go down below the video and subscribe and ring the bell and hit the like button? I really think we're putting out some very helpful info on a lot of different subjects, and I don't want you to miss any of it. So would you do that? It would be much appreciated. Someone wrote in and they asked me to address a show called Squid Games, and honestly I'd never heard of it before. It's on Netflix, but I'm not much into Netflix and I'm not a binge watcher or that sort of thing. So having never heard of it, I had to do some research, and I researched both Christian realm and secular realm, and this is what I found out. First of all, with a name like Squid Games, that doesn't even sound like something I would want to watch. But as I began to read about the show, various people described it as the most disturbing show ever seen, confusion. One writer said that this show creeped me out. Creeped me out. Oh, that's an interesting description. Another guy said it's brutal. It's just absolutely brutal. One writer, and these, by the way, are all secular news sources. One writer said, haunting real-world feasibility of something seemingly so outrageous. So, what's the show about? Well, the title, Squid Games, comes from a kid's game that's played in South Korea. Apparently, I've been here 31 years and I've never seen it, so I think it's made up for the show. But anyway, this show is Netflix's latest new series, and apparently it's quite popular. It's #1 in about 90 different countries. It's from South Korea, so right now, with K-pop and all of that being really popular, people are like, oh, here's something from South Korea, let's watch it. So there's a certain attraction that's there. Yahoo News described the show this way. They said, a down-on-his-luck gambler with a mountain of debt, Sung Gi-hun, is recruited by a mystery man to participate in an ambiguous game that he promises will allow Gi-hun to settle his finances and start his life over. So he arrives at a secret venue to find 455 other contestants. He's number 456. And in similarly dire straits about what they're going to go through, but they're tantalized by the cash prize. Once they sign a strange, sparse contract, it is explained to them that if they make it through 6 games without being eliminated, that they will win 45.6 billion won, or what amounts to $38.7 million. At first, these games seem like childhood games, like Red Light, Green Light. Squid Game, for example, is a variation on tag. But the contestants soon learn, to their horror, and the reason I may never sleep soundly again, that being eliminated means being killed. Now that was what Yahoo said, okay? The show is described as being intensely violent, torture, killing for sadistic pleasure. There's sex in the show, there's sexual violence in the show. A woman is jerked around by her hair and beaten. It's rated not for kids, but it's Netflix, people. It's Netflix. Kids are going to click on that. They're going to watch that because, hey, it's the latest, greatest thing, right? Innocent kids' games gone dark. That's my description. Arena-style mass murder that has literally given people nightmares. 456 players, only one winner. What does that mean? 455 have to die, right? 65 million households have been watching this show. What do we have? A desperately indebted group of people down on their luck who are killed. I guess they aren't as important as rich people. There's my PC comment for the day. Moving on. Has anyone noticed how violence in mainstream media is getting worse and worse? Worse and worse. What does the Bible say? Philippians chapter 4 verse 8 says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Now that'll wipe out a whole lot of things in your house if you really be honest, all right? But it'll definitely wipe out Squid Games. Isaiah 26 verse 3, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Can I ask you a question? How can you be focused on God when your mind is so filled with disturbing, violent, brutal garbage? You can't. You can't do that. Proverbs 4:23 says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Garbage in, garbage out. It's an old computer term, and it's true. And with all the garbage in this world that you can't avoid, that you see every day walking down the street, why would you invite this kind of garbage into your living room? James 3:17 says, but the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. You would be better off getting rid of your TV altogether if you can't control what you watch. Read your Bible. Focus on God's wisdom. James says it's pure, it's peaceful, it's full of mercy and good fruits. Focus on that. Turn off Squid Games and turn on the Scriptures. Until next time, may you know the peace of God because you know the God of peace, and may you be found walking in the reality of God's presence. God bless you and have a wonderful week.